Today in the crypto space, we're seeing some green price action to the upside. Bitcoin up approximately 6%. Ethereum also up approximately 7%. And the rest of the crypto space, these altcoins are deep in the green. Solana and many more. Near Protocol, Caspa, IMX, and the list goes on. Guys, in today's video, I want to talk about the general market. I want to use Bitcoin as a leading indicator, but more importantly, I want to give you a quick update on Hootchain. Guys, what is Hootchain up to? Maybe some good bullish news and some good bullish momentum to the upside to come. So you know what? Let's talk about the news, let's analyze the charts, and let's strategize to capitalize. Welcome to the channel. My name is Mike, and let's get right into it, guys. If you're new to the channel, welcome. On the channel, we talk about cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and all the altcoins, looking for opportunities. And the question is, are we getting any opportunities at the current moment? Guys, we have a lot of green price action today. Obviously, we do have the market cap rising and so much more good bullishness, guys. And here on the channel, we don't mind up, down, bearish, bullish. It doesn't matter. All we want to do is stay one step ahead of the market. And if you appreciate the strategy, subscribe to the channel, click the bell so you don't miss out on any of my future videos, including the live streams at 8 p.m. EST, where we talk about crypto news and price action. Guys, if you have any projects you want me to cover here on the channel, feel free to let me know in the comment section below. You can hit me up on the socials. The links are in the description. Better yet, guys, join the Discord. The Discord is where it's at. Lots of good alpha, trade setups, fundamentals, and learning material. The best part is it's absolutely free. All right, guys, today I have a video for you guys sponsored by Hootchain, a project that I did do a deep dive on in the past. Guys, go check out that deep dive. I will put links in the description, and I will also be putting links in the description regarding Hootchain if you're interested. You know, join their Discord, get involved with that community, because they're definitely trying to get this project going with some strength. And we'll talk about a lot of the good details that I want to share with you in a minute. But ultimately, what we are seeing is the market looking good. So this means that, particularly speaking, with regard to investing and trading, it's risk on. It's time to get risk on. Reason being is, it could be that we finally see the last touch to about 72K, and then maybe Bitcoin starts to move. So we'll talk about Bitcoin just a bit, and then we'll talk about the Hootchain chart. We'll obviously talk about Hootchain and what they're up to. So please, obviously stay tuned, because we'll get into all those details in a second. So Bitcoin doing its thing, very strong. Ethereum doing more than expected, right? Most of us are not really considering Ethereum at the current moment, right? We're thinking that Ethereum could be on a long-term coffee break, but it's waking up. It's outperforming Bitcoin. That's a good thing. And you guys know that I'm focusing on Ethereum's price action, Ethereum's strength, given the fact that I want to see ETH show some strength in comparison to Bitcoin, just for the Bitcoin dominance to fall. We need that Bitcoin dominance to fall, because obviously it's going to make us a lot more bullish. It's going to give us a lot more of an indication that the market is ready to take risk. And if the market is ready to take risk, guys, be prepared for that altcoin season. BNB showing strength, Solana showing strength, even XRP is looking for a breakout at the current moment. We have everything looking pretty good, guys. And this is why in the last little bit, I've been always saying it's better to stay neutral to bullish and look for altcoins, because ultimately altcoins are going to outperform. If you look at any altcoin at the current moment, you know, a lot of them have been outperforming as well. Like, even if you use Sui as an example, Sui's taking a break, but it's still up 5%. Okay, Sui has been on a tear, so you know it's not even really that fair, because Sui has been moving really strong, while Bitcoin has been on its coffee break, and Ethereum. But even on a day where you can see the Sui price action is kind of going sideways, maybe getting into some sort of consolidation, 5%, and it's keeping up with Bitcoin almost equally. So this is what I'm saying, that even if projects are on altcoins are basically in consolidation, they will still keep up with Bitcoin. A lot of the good bullish ones, even Polkadot is somewhat keeping up. You can see Near Protocol 7%, and the list goes on, guys. Pepe, the list goes on. There's so many good green pumps today, it's not even funny. Like, this is a good bullish day for us to start a healthy week. Obviously we have some good gainers, better than others. We have Phantom up 9%. That's a good gainer. We have Thorchain Rune, another project that I've been yapping about for the last little while, up 10%. And just know that, you know, in the last little bit, I was a big believer that we should start opening margin positions, which are positions where you get into a small amount of leverage, maybe 2 to 3x, that's it, but maybe bigger position sizes. But that way you're not really running too much of a risk of liquidation, because you can add margin to your trade, and that way your liquidation point is way low. You can, you know, it's a lot less risky than getting to high leverage with a, you know, a tight liquidation point. And all those positions that I've been opening up for the last 2 weeks are finally doing very well. Like, they're deep in the green, and it's all because you buy low, take risk when it's supposed to be taken, and then slowly start to see these altcoins rise and get to those higher levels. Floki doing really well. Many projects at the current moment. WorldCoin, WLD up 21%, Athena up another 23%. And again, there's a lot of good green, guys. I would say the market is up approximately 10% for the day. Obviously, some more, some less, but on average, it's a good double-digit day for a lot of altcoins. Okay, guys, so doing pretty good. Now, of course, on the channel, we hunt for opportunities, and in addition to that, I do a lot of deep dives. You guys know that I do deep dives. I release one every Sunday. I did release one this Sunday, so go check that one out. But a Sunday before, the community voted that I do a deep dive on Hootchain. Now, the Hootchain team wants me to give you guys a quick update. So, of course, this video is sponsored by Hootchain, and I just want to give you a bit of an update of what they've been up to, and then we'll take a look at the charts, and then we'll take a look at Bitcoin and all that good stuff. But ultimately, what we are seeing, actually, you know what? Let's take a look at Bitcoin right now. What is Bitcoin doing at the current moment that gives us that bullish sense? That bullish sense is the fact that Bitcoin is trying to rise to higher levels right now. If it breaks above this previous high, guys, we're going to hit the $70,000 mark. And this is why I'm saying, like, you know, projects like Hootchain, projects like small market cap projects, there's so many good projects out there that are trying to hustle and get momentum to the upside alongside this price action, that it's time to take a bit of risk. Now, it doesn't have to be Hootchain. It doesn't have to be, you know, Thorchain, Phantom. It doesn't have to be any of them. What you have to do is get fundamentally bullish yourself and do that fundamental research so that you can get those inclinations and all that confluence via charts, via fundamentals, pumpamentals, and all of that. Because really, if Bitcoin starts to leave the 70K mark, you're going to want to have some of that exposure to volatility, because obviously the volatility is going to be the upside. And if momentum is to the upside and volatility is to the upside, guys, we're getting a volatile market in a trending momentum, upwards trending momentum. That is an ideal place and an ideal time to get risk on. So start looking for a very healthy project. So there's nothing much I can say other than Bitcoin right now trying to break above previous highs is a good indication that we're going to get a good amount of volume into the market. And that would be super healthy. Just to understand at the current moment that there is a bit of resistance based on this previous high. Could we get a bit of a rejection? It's also very possible. And you can see that in the last little bit, we have been seeing a bit of choppy sideways whipsaw price action here in Bitcoin, giving us that sense that maybe perhaps we want to be less risky at this current moment. But guys, I don't know how much more maturity we can get out of this structure. It's time to make a move. It's time to see some explosive price action. Is this the time? That's the question. Obviously, it's a game of probability. I remain bullish as long as we're above 61,000, 60,500, above the 200 daily EMA. I remain bullish, and as you can see right now, it is looking still quite bullish. All right, guys, so again, we'll keep on looking, we'll keep on hunting for those altcoins, and let's jump right into Nodes Forest, which gives us that opportunity to make that passive income. So let's go check that out. Let's take a look at what Hootchain is all about. Obviously, as a quick recap, unlocking your DeFi journey with Hootchain. So basically experience the future of DeFi along with hybrid proof of work, proof of stake model, fostering decentralized governance through a DAO. That's very important. Empowering innovation where privacy is paramount and security is uncompromised. Guys, a really interesting project, a very small market cap project that has a lot of potential, given that the team is very active and very aggressive in getting this project going. If you want to know more about the project, obviously I encourage you doing your own research by reading the white paper, guys. There's a lot of information there for you. You guys know that I do deep dives, and I did do a deep dive on Hootchain in the past. So if you also want to know a little bit more about it and with a video, guys, there's a link in the description with that Hootchain deep dive, and you can download a wallet and so on. And today we're going to be talking about an additional feature that the Hootchain team has implemented, of course, the staking and the rewarding, and we're going to be talking about that in a second. But the unique advantages of Hootchain right now are basically fast transactions, lower fees, okay, advanced hybrid proof of work, proof of stake model. This is important. Obviously, we are basically combining the best of both worlds with regards to consensus, privacy centric approach. Of course, when we're talking about DeFi, we want that privacy, and last but not least, that decentralization of the organization itself by a decentralized governance. Guys, super bullish. Obviously, great stuff there. Now, if we continue going down, obviously Hoot is the ticker, and if we keep on going down, you see there's a lot more information regarding future innovations, the Hootchain mission, and so on. And you got tokenomics, distribution, and the roadmap. You can see that right now they're in phase 2 ecosystem expansion, nodes forest beta. Basically, this is where they're at. This is where the nodes forest, which I'm going to show you in a second, how you can earn passive income very easily. It's a very simple process. It's easy to get involved, which for me is a great thing for mass adoption, and retail investors or retailers trying to get into this space want ease of use. We don't want these complicated things. So not bad whatsoever. All right, so let's take a look at what the Nodes Forest application is all about. So if you go to nodesforest.com, first things first, what you got to do is create an account for yourself. So you can sign in or create an account. You quickly go in, create your account, fill it in, get yourself going, and then of course you are going to sign in via email. And of course, I'm going to quickly sign in, and you can see at this current moment, this is your dashboard. The dashboard is cleanly laid out with lots of information with regards to different nodes and so on. You can see the remaining amount of next shards required in order to create another master node, and this is all the latest staking requests, all good stuff. Now, if you go into your dashboard, you're going to see that this is what you got, the user dashboard. You got your staking corner, which has your stats, master nodes, and payments. But what's most important is that you get a wallet going, right? So you're going to have to generate a wallet address. So you're going to go in here and generate your wallet. You're going to do your thing, and all of a sudden you're going to have this balance. You're going to have this page that shows you all the different aspects of your wallet, which is good. Then from there, what you have to do is fund your wallet, right? So you're going to go to, there's wallet options, just to let you know, withdrawals and so on. You need to have a withdrawal address. Of course, you can put any address you like, and of course I'm going to put my own, and then once you get that going, you're going to be able to fund the wallet, which basically means that you're going to be able to add tokens to the wallet. So I'm going to quickly put in my wallet address right into here and save address, and then we can get into your balance. And once you get into your balance, you click deposit. Sure. And this is how you can deposit funds to this wallet. Okay, so then after that, when you deposit funds, you will be able to see your wallet balance. Okay, so let's move on and see. I'm going to fund the wallet, and then you'll see how it looks. So now that I funded the wallet, I did deposit a bit of capital. You can see that I have 96 Hoot tokens and $35 worth USD, of course. And you can see that this is my balance now. And if you keep on going down, you see this is my transaction. I obviously funded this particular account a few days ago. I just want to show you an example. 8 days ago, right, this confirmed status, I was able to stake a couple of these tokens, actually all of these tokens, on to a node. And what was interesting there is that I was able to earn passive income for these last few days. So once you have your Hoot right into here, you can obviously go forward to stake your coins. So in order to get that to happen, you have to ensure that you have Hoot tokens right into here. And then you're going to go to My Stats. In your My Stats page, you're going to be able to click this plus button and add more tokens in order to get them staked up. Okay, so this is something that you got to know. You're going to be able to put some, whether all of them or a certain percentage, max, and then you stake. Once you stake, you're going to be able to see that you're going to have a waiting period. The waiting period relates to the status. It's not going going to be active for a good while. It's going to say basically it's not active, it's in pending. And as it's pending, the reason why it's pending is just because of this place right here. I'm going to show you exactly what you've got to be looking for. You're going to see your username right in this level and in this list, and basically what it's waiting for is a new master node to be generated. As soon as that master node is generated, and then you are able to, then your capital is allocated to a master node, your status will no longer be pending, it will be active, and like mine right here. So it's been 8 days. I have been active for 8 days, and since those 8 days I've been earning some passive income, and you can see my daily earnings is approximately 34 cents. Okay, not bad. It's I only put in about $50 worth of capital. It equated to about 100 hoots, so which was fine. And literally daily I'm earning about 34 cents. So you can see that it's quite easy. It's a matter of, number one, funding your wallet. So back to here, you're going to create a wallet. And you're gonna create your wallet, you're gonna fund your wallet. Right now I have 0 hoots because I have them all staked. But when you fund your wallet, again, deposit wallet, you're going to deposit to this wallet. You're going to go on any exchange or anything to get that happening. And then you're going to see the tokens in here. Then you're going to go back to your My Stats, and you're going to stake those tokens, as many as you want. You're going to stake them up. And then you're going to see that your wallet balance will change. It will no longer have tokens in here. In fact, they will be transferred over to your stake balance. And just keep in mind that your transaction needs to wait until the status changes from pending to active, and that could take a couple of days, guys, because the reality is we're waiting for more for the node to get active, for it to be filled with capital so that you can starts a new master node. So a bit of patience there, but eventually it will happen, and then you'll be earning that passive income. And just guys, just as a reminder, again, there's a lot happening here. It's a very small team that is very, very active, aggressively looking forward to making things happen here. You can see they got a lot of things in the roadmap going forward. If you're interested in mining, you can visit platforms out there like Hashrate and What to Mine. There are readily available platforms to give you an idea on how to get involved with Hootchain. And of course, that Discord community can definitely help you move forward. You can get in contact with the team via these socials right here. So it's not bad. Now, what about the price action? Of course, there's volatility with these small market cap projects. There's, a lot of peaks and valleys, but when the market starts to wake up, these micro caps with strong teams and decent fundamentals will do very, very well. So make sure you do your own research, guys. Obviously, this is a paid sponsorship by the team. I did do a deep dive that was not sponsored. It was completely driven by the BTD crypto community. The community voted on the deep dive, and then I created a deep dive, and the team wanted me to give you guys an update. So here I am showing you exactly how to get involved with pertaining to staking, and obviously some of the details, and again, encouraging you guys to get involved by at least reading that white paper so that you can get fundamentally bullish. All right, guys, let's take a look at some of the price action, because at the end of the day, we want to know where we should be buying, and at the end of the day, is it a good time to buy before we get this altcoin season? So we're going to be using the Coin Paprika chart, because as of now we're not getting a solid chart on trading view, so we're going to get the majority of our data here on Coin Paprika. And ultimately what we see here is a nice floor price. We pumped up significantly, nice and strong, potentially based on some fundamentals and some good news and so on, and then all of a sudden right back down where it came from. Now, the majority of the market might look at this as a negative thing, and the reality is that a chart like this doesn't look the greatest. I understand that it does look like a pump and a dump. The problem is that the fundamentals don't represent pump and dump. The fundamentals are, as you can see, the team is trying to work on progressing forward. Now, just a reminder, I did do a deep dive on this project in the past. My deep dives are all voted on the community members of BTD Crypto community on the Discord, so you feel free to join and want to vote and make requests on any deep dives. But right now we're talking about an update. The Hootchain team wants me to give you a quick update with regards to the nodes forest, obviously. But what about the chart? The chart at the same time is very important, because a lot of the times the market is driven by price action, and we know that when we see green candles, we get the FOMO, we get the acceleration in those emotions, and the fear of missing out definitely picks up, and then we get in. But you know how I am. I look for risk to reward ratio opportunities. And when you're looking at this chart right now, we're looking at the daily, you can see that the risk to reward is absolutely healthy. If we start putting a horizontal line right here where we are right now, the current price at about 36 cents, you can see clearly that we have a scenario where the price is basically touching a horizontal support level, a very important horizontal support level, because if it breaks below that, that basically is your invalidation. You know that if it breaks below this blue line, I wish I could make it yellow, like my typical, let's do that. Let's make it my typical schematic here. You can see that the yellow line is the last line in the sand. If it breaks below, we're coming down for lower lows, and then it's not a good look. We get into dip discovery. We get into the opposite of price discovery. However, from a risk to reward ratio opportunity, if you were to get into a long position, things look quite good. And obviously it's because you're in validation. It's because where you can actually put your stop loss is very, very tight. And that way you're taking a small loss, right? And potentially making good gains. So for example, if you get into a position right now, just hypothetically speaking, and you start saying, you know what, I'm going to take profit right here at the bodies of the candles. Very safe. But where can you put your stop loss? Take a bit of a hit, of course, give it some wiggle room. And of course, I'm talking about a very, very small market cap project. You know, this project is going to have a ton of volatility in it. This is why I would suggest, you know, obviously, you know, having a long-term approach and, you know, understanding that spot, getting it on spot. You have to have a bit of patience to see this thing actually flourish and, you know, potentially get its rounded bottom. But at the end of the day, this is what the concern is that if we don't get a rounded bottom and we continue dipping down, and we can even get into lower time frames, so you can see this more on a granular level. You can see that, you know, we came to this level a couple of times, and the question is, do we stop coming to this level, eventually get that bounce and finally take off? The only concern is that maybe we come down to hunt liquidity, and this is a very, very common thing, especially at strong horizontal levels, is that the market, especially with a small market cap, we could see the market want to come down, hunt those stops, hunt the liquidity, get people wrecked, you know, and then finally do one of these. And I'm talking about the free market, right? I'm talking about the invisible hand of the market doing its thing, you know, hunting that liquidity, getting people stopped out, then getting that spring back test, and then, you know, obviously springing to the upside in a very strong bullish way. And this is because the market it's easy to manipulate down here. We have a very clear level where individuals might be getting defensive and putting those stop losses, as you can see. So why not expect that to happen? Now, what does that mean as far as position building? Well, that means that you should be prepared to buy the dip here and potentially look for extension levels. Now, if we do Fibonacci, let's see if I can find my fib tool quickly enough. Right here, Fibonacci retracement, swing low, and we go to swing high. You can see that we get down to the, right now, this is more or less the 1.27. This is the 1.618. You can change your settings right into here. If we go right here, we can change one of them to the 1.27. Which one am I going to change? Let's just add one right here. This 1.27 right there, extension level. Perfect. So the 1.27 is right now, as you can see, very confident with the price action at the current moment. I like the 1.27. It is a good level to expect the reaction, and is very confident with this horizontal. However, we could come down to the 1.618. You know, that's like a golden pocket of extensions, so we got to understand that that is also very possible. So this is where we're at. We're at a level where risk should be taken because of your invalidation being very clear. However, understanding that when you're building positions, there is manipulation in the market to cause stop hunts, to cause liquidations, to cause emotions, and that usually is when the price action starts crossing very confluent levels where people have a lot of confidence. Don't be overly confident at particular levels, because you never know, you could get a bit of manipulation. Now, what about if this thing starts to run to, you know, all-time highs and price discovery and all of that? Guys, it's going to be a good gainer. The only reason why is because not only is the team very active, they're a small young team, very aggressive. I appreciate that. Just understand that there's risk associated to the fact that it is still small and the market cap is very, very tiny. But definitely good progress. Definitely, you know, a small team with a lot of talent goes a long way, and a very small bag could also go a long way. So it's all about, you know, introducing the amount of risk you're willing to take through a ratio about how much capital you're willing to put on the line. So position size does matter here, guys. So be careful. Obviously, with all projects, Hootchain, any other project, be careful. Obviously, practice healthy risk management. But ultimately, when you're at good levels of horizontal support like this, your risk to reward is healthy, and that way you can mitigate all kinds of risk. Guys, if I've offered you any value in this video, do the channel a massive favor. Slap the like button. It does really help out with the algorithm. If you want to follow me on the socials, the links are in the description below. Feel free to join the Discord, guys. The Discord is where it's at. Lots of good alpha, trade setups, fundamentals, and learning material. The best part is it's absolutely free. Take care, guys. Have a good one. And don't forget, buy the dip.